We are going to a Harris Waltz table here at Georgia State University. Hey guys, we're both undecided voters. Why should we vote for Kamala Harris?
You should vote for Kamala Harris just for the simple fact that every American has the right to self-determination and having the right to determine their own outcomes, specifically on the reproductive rights issue.
Abortion is not my first issue because I'm a man. I'm not going to deal with it. What would Kamala Harris do for someone like me?
What I've seen from her is making it easier to be successful as a young person.
How would she do that for younger people?
Well, like I said, I think that the first-time homebuyer tax credit was something that is important just for buying a house.
Who's going to pay for it?
That's what I would also say to anyone on the other side that is supporting someone that is for 200%, 100% tariff. Who's going to be footing the bill for that?
Going back to the $25,000, I don't want to pay it myself. How would she pay for it?
Do you want to pay for other people's tariff? Like, it's the same thing. How are you going to pay for tariffs?
So you're saying, am I going to have to pay, or the people are going to have to pay for the $25,000?
People in general, yes.
Okay, so everyone's...
The prices are all going to be taxed on, difference will be taxed on to the taxpayer. Well, yeah, it's a government subsidy, so yeah.
How much money is that going to be?
Well, I don't know if she's priced it out yet.
Who's going to pay for it? I want to know, are my taxes going to get increased in the future to pay for other people's homes?
Like I said, you have to also understand that taxes aren't the only way that prices are passed on to the consumer.
So it's going to be passed down to the consumer.
I didn't say that, but I said that taxes aren't the only way that things are passed on to the consumer.
What else about her policy would you think that someone like me would enjoy?
I just think, in general, leveling the playing field for all Americans is the biggest thing in general. Having an interest besides yourself.
But what kind of policies do you think would affect me directly?
Like I said, there's also the first time, also the child tax credit increase, I believe.
I don't have any kids. So, what else would benefit me directly if I were to vote for Kamala Harris? My two biggest issues are the economy and immigration. What we should do for immigration that would benefit America?
I think for immigration specifically, a lot of what we hear on the other side is just semantics. Build a wall. It sounds good. Build a wall. Close the border. But I don't think that solves the issue. So I think Kamala Harris would possibly present a more, and obviously the bill that was in the Senate this spring, I think had a more defined and definite way of fixing the immigration problem. Because I don't think closing the border or building a wall is going to give us more immigration judges or fund more immigration judges or maybe iron out the asylum process. So
does she want to close the border? I know Trump said close the border, deport people, but what's Kamala's plan for that?
I don't think that. I think actually in the debate, Kamala said that as well we need safe, secure borders.
Is she closing them, or
is she closing them? What do you mean by that?
Meaning, is she shutting down the borders? I know Trump said day one we're shutting down the borders, we're going to start deporting the criminals.
We're just talking simple, like I said, comprehensive immigration reform.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What does that look like?
Funding more immigration judges, like I said previously, is ironing out the asylum process.
But that's for people who are already in the country, though. Is she going to leave the border as is, or what?
The people in the country, what's going to happen with that? Are they just going to just be? You don't want them here illegally, so are you going to fund a process to get them legal citizenship, or?
I don't know what Kamala's plan is.
Once again, thank you, man. We have students that we're trying to talk to, brother.